Students, today's session we are going to see a new concept VBT. VBT means valence bond theory for the coordination compounds. Okay. So the given complex, so what to do? First you do to find the oxidation number of central metal atom. Okay. Second, identify the types of ligands because the ligands may be weak field ligands and strong field ligands. So this is for according to our spectrochemical series. Okay. Spectrochemical series, the increasing order of strength of the ligands. Okay. So weak field ligand cannot pair up the electrons, and strong field ligands, when a complex contains strong field ligands, pair up the electrons. Okay. Here all the halogens like fluorine and chlorine are considered as weak field ligands. Okay. And amine group and CN is a strong field ligands. Okay. So what tells us this VPT theory? We can find the hybridization of the given complex and magnetic nature, and also it explains whether the hybridization takes place inner or outer complex or low spin or high spin complex. Okay. So these are the informations we are getting from this VPT theory. Okay. Suppose let me take the complex like COF6 3 minus. Okay. This is hexafluorocobalt 3. Okay. First, find the oxidation number of central metal atom. Okay. X plus, for 6, each fluoride ion, the valence is -1 equal to -3. Okay. Here X -6 equal to -3. X equal to -3 plus 6. Okay. So X equal to plus 3. Okay. So cobalt, the oxidation state is plus 3. Cobalt oxidation state is plus 3. Okay. Second, then the cobalt, the Z atomic number for cobalt equal to 27. Okay. Its outer electronic configuration is related organ elements, that is 3d7, 4s2, 4p0 and 4d0. Okay. P orbitals and d orbitals, there is no electrons, but it is there. Okay. And so here this case, the cobalt, it exists in the form of plus 3 oxidation state. So what to do? CO in plus 3 oxidation state, we have to remove 3 electrons from this s orbital from 2 electrons. It is a ground state electronic configurations. In the oxidation state, the excited state, for CO in plus 3 oxidation state, remove plus 2 electrons from s orbital and 1 electron from d orbital. Okay. 2 plus 1, 3 orbitals we can remove. Okay. So after that, that is organ, it's resemble with organ element 3d6. Then after removal of electrons, so this would be a 4s0 and 4p0 and 4d0. Okay. Right. So after that, draw the structure for this. For cobalt 3 orbital electrons, we know that how many electrons present in d orbitals? 10 electrons, maximum 10 electrons present. So here 3d6. Okay. 3d6. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Right. Up to whatever the complex given, up to this much the same. Okay. Find the oxidation number and draw the structure for orbital structure. Okay. Up to this metal orbital, up to this same. After that, we can find the types of ligands. Okay. Types of ligands. Here that ligand is fluoride. Fluorine is a weak field ligands. Okay. As per spectrochemical series, the orbital electrons cannot pair up. This is an important thing. Fluorine is a weak field ligand. It cannot be pair up. Okay. So what to do? For this is 4s0 and 4p. 4p maximum 6 electrons, 4p 0 and 4d. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4d also 0. There is no electrons present. Okay, so this case, this is a weak field ligands. The orbital electrons cannot pair up. Okay, so after that, how many fluoride the ligands are present in a complex? 6 fluoride ions donate a pair of electron to this central metal atom to form the hybridizations. Okay, so need 6 empty orbitals. Okay, need 6 empty orbitals. Here there is no vacant site for this d orbital. So hybridization takes place ns and np or n minus 1d orbitals. Okay, so this is for your understanding. Okay, right. For this is one s orbital. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 5, 6. Okay, so draw. Okay, for one s orbital and how many p orbitals for this orbital hybridization? 3 p orbitals and 2 d orbitals. Okay, and how here after that 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is for 4d 0, 4d 0. Okay, so you see that here 6 number of fluoride ions donate the pair of electron to this empty orbital. As a result, in the formation of the COF6, the hybridization forms. sp3 d squared hybridization forms. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, each fluoride ion F, each fluoride 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each fluoride ions, it contains a pair of electrons. Okay, it contains a pair of electrons. This pair of electrons donate the pair of electron to this empty orbitals and forms sp3 d squared hybridization. Okay, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so according to this concept, so what we have to learn for hybridization? Hybridization for this complex, what hybridizations takes place? For sp3 d squared. Okay, the magnetic nature, magnetic nature here, so unpaired electrons are present. For you see always the d orbitals, metal orbitals. Okay, all the here only the pair of electron presents, rest of them are unpaired electrons. So paramagnetic, okay, paramagnetic in nature. The complex would be a paramagnetic. So here there is no vacant d orbital vacant site. So hybridization takes place in the outer, that is no ns, np, n minus 1d. So outer orbital complex, outer orbital complex, Okay, so next here the spin is possible because unpaired electrons present. So it is a high spin complex, Okay, so this and all not explained by Alfred Werner's theory. So after that, the VPT theory and crystal field theory, the new inventions explain this when a complex containing what nature of hybridization takes place, what is the magnetic properties, so whether it is a inner or outer orbitals, so low spin or high spin, all the informations we can get from the VPT theory. Okay, students, I hope you understood that. Okay,